So next we're going to go on to Cali. So Cali is a Banish warrior. She's on Instagram at My Face Story. She's been featured in Teen Vogue, Marie Claire, and 17 magazine. And so Cali will be speaking about her experience with Accutane.
Thank you so much, Brian. That was really, really informative and made me think a lot too about the different things that I eat personally. Like, I know if I eat a milkshake or something, my skin gets greasy like right after. So yeah, that was really interesting, a lot to think about. So I'm going to talk about Accutane. And actually, I haven't taken Accutane in almost 5 years, which seems like, to me, it feels like forever ago. But I'm just going to answer kind of the most common questions I get asked. And then if you guys have any additional questions, you can go ahead and leave those in this like Q&A thing. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, what is Accutane? Accutane, also known as Roaccutane or Isotretinoin, is a vitamin A derivative. So the way that I remember my dermatologist explaining it to me is like a supercharged vitamin A. And it basically works by shrinking the oil glands in your skin. So acne is caused, by excess oil and dead skin cells. So if you're removing one of those parts of the acne formation, then technically you're removing the acne. So that's how it works. Again, I took it 5 years ago, and when I took it, I was taking about 60 milligrams a month for 6 months in total. And I really ended up, the why, of course. Why did I decide to do Accutane? Because it's definitely not something to be taken lightly. There is a lot of, you have to do blood work every month. You have to check in with your dermatologist every month. You have to fill out like iPledge stuff, which is basically like, a mental health check-in, and then also knowing Oh, okay, hi. Sorry, somebody's little question popped up. Also, if you are female, you have to do the, just to make sure that you are using 2 forms of birth control, because you cannot get pregnant while you're on Accutane. So all this, sounds pretty serious. It's like, why would somebody want to do that? Why would somebody want to like put themselves through that? But I pretty much took it because I felt like I was at the end of my rope. I felt like I had tried pretty much everything. And I would say I developed severe cystic acne when I turned about 19 or 20. Before that, it was just like a pimple here and there, but it wasn't ever like anything really like that I couldn't, keep under control. But my skin again went from like almost perfectly clear to bam, severe cystic overnight without any changes in my diet or my hormones or literally anything. It just happened. And I wish that I knew like there's a reason that it happened, but it just happened. And I know one specific story that will like stay with me that I think was like, well, 2 stories. That was like the breaking point for me was when I was sitting in class. I was in college at the time, and my friend had told a funny joke. So I started laughing because I laugh a lot. And she told a funny joke, and my cyst literally like burst open, and it was like bleeding on my face, and I had to run to the bathroom. And I just remember feeling completely like embarrassed and mortified that I was, in the middle of class and just bleeding all over my face. That's like one thing too that I think a lot of people won't talk about. We talk about the emotional side effects, I feel like, of acne a lot of time now, but we don't talk about the physical side effects. It's physically really, really painful to have, severe cystic acne. So kind of after that, I went and saw a few different dermatologists. We tried a few different things. Nothing was working. And they were like, okay, to prevent or like minimize the scarring, we want to put you on Accutane, because the longer these cysts sit on here, the more they're going to stretch out the collagen fibers of your skin, the harder it's going to be to heal your scars. So like, let's get you on Accutane and just like jumpstart it. And I knew the risks, but I was literally at the point where I felt like, and this is going to seem dramatic to some people, but if you've had severe cystic acne, I felt like you're just like so embarrassed and ashamed and all these things that it makes it not worth living life. Like you get really depressed, and I felt like my skin was making me super depressed. So that ultimately was what led to my choice of going on Accutane, because I felt like I had run out of options, and that what my dermatologist promised me was, take this once and you'll have clear skin forever. So I believe them, which wasn't the truth, but it did, clear my skin, I would say, to a moderate level. So yeah, sorry, I kind of got off topic there. But I think when you ask somebody like why they choose to take it, you have to realize that it's usually because their acne is severe. You know, Accutane isn't usually prescribed for people with like mild or moderate acne. It's usually because it's affecting their like everyday life to the point where they no longer feel comfortable even going to work or like doing normal everyday things. And they've probably tried a lot of things. So that is usually the people who, you know, end up going on Accutane. So, and this goes into another question, why I decided to start my page. I just combined like 4 words there. So I was looking for people's experience on Accutane at the time, and there was really only like 2 or 3 main like acne bloggers, but I couldn't find, like, hours of scrolling online, you know, trying to find good feedback or trying to find people's experiences, and I couldn't find anything. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, why isn't there anything about Accutane online? Again, this was 5 years ago, so it's a lot different now. I feel like there's so many different acne stories and treatments and skin coaches and, you know, so many different routes now, but back then there really wasn't. So that's why I started my page, because I wanted to not only track my progress for myself, but I wanted, you know, a place where other people could refer back to and be like, oh, she has these symptoms this week and I also feel this way, so maybe, you know, it's normal, or she, you know, her skin didn't clear up till this time, so maybe my skin will start clearing up. So I kind of just wanted to make like a reference point for people. But I'm glad to see how many people, you know, over the years, because of my page, you know, started tracking their acne journeys as well. Not just with Accutane, but with other things too. I think that's been really awesome. Now we have a whole community of people sharing their stories online, where, again, like before, when I first started, there was like maybe 10 people. And I feel like partially, obviously it's not all me. I'm not taking credit for all this. There's like, Brian's been doing this, I think, way longer than me. But I remember I kept like manifesting it. Like, I'd always be like, the acne community, the acne community. There's really only 10 people of us, but I'd be like, yes, we're a community. But now it really is. Like, there's hundreds and hundreds of people, you know, in the acne community, which I think is amazing. Oh crap, I am talking a long time. Sorry, I'm running out of time. So the main symptoms I had on Accutane, it dries you out. Like I said, it gets rid of the oil production in your skin. So dry eyes, dry lips, achy back joints. These are different for everyone, but for me personally, these were like my main ones. And then now, 5 years later, I don't have any of those symptoms anymore, but one symptom that did like linger with me is permanent night vision loss. And that could also be because I'm older, but I feel like my night vision at night right now, or since I took it, is really bad. Like, I can't drive at night. So, okay, I'm almost done. My skin stayed clear for a little bit less than a year after Accutane. So it stayed clear for 10 months, and it was really nice to wake up and not worry about my skin every day anymore. You know, when you have acne like that, you wake up every day and you're like feeling your face and you're like, oh my gosh, is that a new one? And you know how it is. So it was really nice not to worry about it. But after 10 months, it did start coming back more moderate. I was shocked, considering my dermatologist told me, oh, you'll never have acne again. You'll never have to deal with it again, which wasn't true. And now that I've had my account again for like almost 5 years, I can tell you that that is not true for most people. Most people, it does come back like moderate. I have seen there are a few lucky ones where it'll stay away for good, but I don't want to scare you. I just want to give you like a realistic mindset going into it. Okay, I know I only have a couple minutes left. Sorry guys, I didn't think I was going to talk this long. Overall, do I regret taking it? This is like a big question I get asked. No, I don't regret taking it, because for me, it allowed me to open up about my experiences online and connect with other people and have this amazing platform to learn about other people's experiences as well. And I think it really got me into skincare, and overall, even though it didn't work for me permanently, it opened up the world of the acne community to find all these other alternate routes that eventually ended up working for me. And you know, what has worked for me now was about healing my hormones and going that route. But I think regardless, with whatever route you take, you know, it really depends on what phase you're at and what stage of life you're at. You know, are you someone who has a lot of time right now to focus on natural healing? Or are you someone who needs a quick fix because you need to get through the everyday? I think no matter what you choose, you know, don't be ashamed with your choice, and just realize that you're doing the best that you can. And that's it. That's all I have to say.
Wow. Thanks, Callie. That was a great ending. And thank you for sharing your story and being vulnerable with our audience about your journey with Accutane.